This is our new guy. I wanted to make a video welcoming him. He came to us with a lot of trauma from humans, and he was actually rejected by another sanctuary before he came here. They only wanted to adopt horses that were well known in the wild and that have names and photographs from when they were in the wild. So they said no, they wouldn't take him. So thankfully here he is with us. This guy was deemed untrainable, and he's very cute. It's sad. He's going to be in this smaller pen for a little while until we get our last fence line finished up for the initial pasture. And during that time, we'll be working to put some weight on him. As you can see, he's a little bit bony. Not terrible, but he definitely just needs to put on a little bit more weight than this, and we will definitely be able to do that for him. So this little guy right here behind me is Charlie. He is our first Mustang that will be rewilded here at the sanctuary. And Charlie has quite an interesting story, quite a sad story that I'd like to share with you guys. So Charlie was originally adopted through a tip challenge. And tip challenges are where trainers can adopt a Mustang and they have 90 days to halter train their Mustang. And then there's a show at the end where all the Mustangs are showcased in the halter. So it's a halter only show after 90 days. Usually pretty doable for these guys. However, this guy right here was a special case. So the girl that originally adopted him was not experienced in training, so she wasn't exactly sure how to go about working with this guy, and wasn't able to get anything really done with him before the time of the show. So then she asked her tip leader for help, and her tip leader said, sure, yes, bring him up here to the fairgrounds. So she brought him up to the fairgrounds. They put him into a bucking chute, put a halter on him, forced him to allow them to touch him all over while he was stuck in the chute, and then proceeded to let him out of the chute with his leg tied up so that he was forced to lay down in the arena at the fairgrounds in front of everyone. And this is an activity that old cowboys used to do that is meant to break the horse's spirit and make them comply with the human's wishes. However, it doesn't work well, usually, okay? It's not a good training method. There are much better ways that we can build connection and trust and bonds with our horses that allow us to teach them and train them in a calm manner. However, that's unfortunately what was done to Charlie here. And of course, from that incident, he decided he did not want anything to do with humans. So after that point, he was passed along to another trainer who does some more positive methods, and dabbles in some positive reinforcement and things like that. And even she was not able to get anything done with this guy, as he had developed a pretty nasty kicking habit and decided that he didn't have to deal with humans if he would just kick out at them. He learned that they would leave him alone. So we can understand how this was a coping mechanism in response to some really harsh training methods that were used. Okay, and this is how our horses end up with these awful labels. This guy is labeled dangerous and all sorts of other things, and now no one wanted him because of these issues, all because of an incorrect training practice that was partaken in the very beginning of this guy's life out of holding. He's only 1 year out of holding, and he's been here for a week as of today. And he's already doing much better. You saw him walk up to me just a minute ago. Not close, but he came closer and was getting a little bit interested. I've been just spending a little bit of time with him, and I'm gonna add a clip right after this video of our little mini session today and talk about a few of his facial cues and body language and how I respond to those in order to make him feel a little bit more comfortable with me, and also how we can engage with our horses in a way that's like a horse handshake and allows them to get to know us and allows them to feel a little bit more comfortable with us. And Charlie will soon be looking for a sponsor, so if that's something you're interested in, please keep an eye out. And we've also got another horse arriving this week to the sanctuary, so stay tuned. I'll be happy to give you guys updates on that. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. We appreciate your support, and we're hoping to get enough subscribers. We need to reach 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize our channel, so that all of the proceeds from all of this free training and body language and facial cue information can help support the Mustangs here at Nirvana Mustang Sanctuary. So Charlie's really wanting to engage with me right now. And I wanted to show you guys that a little bit and let you know what it means and things like that. Because oftentimes people think horses are being nippy, but in fact, they're just trying to engage you. And they're not being nippy at all. It's kind of like how horses say hello to one another. Okay, right here he's showing me a little bit of a stress signal. You see the tight lips, the stressed eye, and he looked away. So I backed off a little bit, and we see him look my direction. And this head flicking towards me tells me he's thinking about coming over, but he decides that he's not really up for it. And that's okay. There's no stress here. I might just offer my hand and let's see if he would like to come in. He was just engaging with me a second ago, which is why I wanted to pull my phone out and record a little bit and show you guys. But here he comes. Okay, so this is sort of like a handshake. Okay? He's not trying to bite me. He's just going to nuzzle my hand with his lips a little bit. A little stress indicator there, so I'll lean away. He's really cute. I hate that he is so fearful of humans. For such a cute guy. He apparently has a kicking problem. See his eyes there? Immediately relaxing. Okay. He's probably never experienced this sort of connection with a human before. And now we've got these relaxed eyes. Notice the difference in tension from the beginning of this video even to right now. This is sort of like a handshake for a horse, okay? They say hello by engaging with one another. And now we see that nice licking and chewing. That is him releasing some tension. Look at that. Now you've got these curious ears and these nice relaxed eyes. Notice the complete lack of wrinkles above them now, meaning that he's relaxing. This feels pretty good to him. He'll come around in no time. Yeah? Let's see him take another step towards me. It's very likely that this guy has not been able to investigate humans at all of his own accord. You're okay, Charlie. These flies are so bad. Okay. Deep sniff. Oh, okay, see that? Stress and anxiety about the noises going on behind me. And then we quickly come back down. Very good. Alright, and that's all I'm going to do with this guy today. We just want him to be a little bit more comfortable with humans. And no, we're not going to hurt him. So stay tuned for the rest of Charlie's transformation. We're probably not going to be training Charlie, but we just want to work on having him be a little bit more comfortable with humans while he's in this holding pen, getting a little bit more weight on him. That way, when he gets let out into the big pasture for rewilding, he doesn't feel the need to be so stressed out about the presence of us being around, just feeding him or things like that.